Everyone in SEO field is talking about pillar pages and topic clusters. Let's see what they are. Hello everyone, this is Matthew from Contenting Life. In this video, we're going to talk about one of the most important factors and topics you hear from SEO specialists. As a content marketer, it's important to know that, and when you want to write articles and create pages for your personal brand or business brand, it's important to follow this factor. This is topic clusters versus pillar pages, one of the best efforts and one of the best techniques to follow if you want to create topical authority. Let's see what it is. In the old SEO, it was more focused on keywords, and many of the websites created many disconnected articles, all of them, each of them focused on one keyword, and it worked, but it used to work, it's better to say, but it doesn't work anymore. It created some disconnected pages that were only focused on one keyword. But today is more about topical authority, and for the past years everyone is talking about topical authority. I have a video about it. I will put the link up here, and it creates lots of trust to your website, and Google likes it and people like it as well. It's better to say that search engines now favor websites that demonstrate deep expertise on a topic. How can we show our expertise? There are many ways, and one of them is creating topical authority. And one of the techniques is to create pillar pages and cluster topic clusters. So what is a pillar page? We can say it's the authoritative hub. It's a single, exceptionally comprehensive piece of content. This part is very important. It should be comprehensive, covering all of the information about the topic. And we can call it a kind of an A to Z guide. So in every pillar page, you cover a broad topic extensively. You talk about every aspect of that topic and create a pillar page with that. What does it focus? It targets short tail, high volume keywords. For example, content marketing. For example, you have a website about offering content marketing services. You have to have a pillar page about content marketing and focus on this keyword and cover all of the important aspects and topics of this main topic. And it is very long term, often more than 2,000. I can say more than 4,000. If you want to cover everything about content marketing in one page, it should be more than 4,000, I can say. And the most important part is that it should be linked to more specific articles. We'll talk about these specific articles in the next slides. So let's review it. It's a comprehensive piece of content, kind of an A to Z guide that covers a short tail, high volume keyword. It's long and it links out to more specific articles. And topic clusters. Topic clusters is an entire collection of interlinked web pages that revolve around the central theme of the pillar page. So we create many clusters about the topic that we covered in our pillar page. Each of them focus on one narrow subtopic in detail. You cover all of the subtopics in your pillar page, not deeply, just talk broadly about them. But for talking deeply, you create another page, which is a cluster, and it targets long tail keywords. For example, how to write a marketing email. It's kind of a content marketing effort. So it's kind of a cluster for that pillar that we created in the last slide. And it answers a very specific user question. So each cluster is focused on one question and answers it completely. And what about the linking? It links back to the central pillar page. So how can we create it? We can say that the pillar page is the entire cookbook that we create. For example, the ultimate guide to Italian cuisine. It creates all of the content needed for helping users for talking about the Italian cuisine, but not deeply. It gives a broad overview of techniques, ingredients, and regions. So don't forget, it's broad, but it covers all of the aspects. And cluster pages for this pillar, the ultimate guide, can be how to make perfect carbonara or authentic lasagna bolognese. It's creating specific clusters for each topic and talking deeply about it. So In one sentence, we can say the pillar page is the component, the topic cluster is the complete architecture. If we want to create a diagram showing how the pillar and clusters work, this is the classic hub and spoke model that many SEO specialists, I can say all of them believe in that. You create a pillar page and there are as many as cluster pages needed for that pillar page. The very most important part here is the internal linking between these pages. If you want to create the authority in that topic, you create a pillar page, you link it to the cluster, and each cluster should be linked back to pillar pages. And one of the things that some SEO experts suggest is that it's good to link these clusters to each other as well, if needed, guys. If there is something in this cluster that is covered more deeply in this cluster, you should link it here. And you can continue, link this one to this one, this one to this one, but not too much linking. Only do this if they are related to each other and if they cover one topic that is covered broadly in the source cluster. So let's just compare them at a glance. The primary role of pillar page is comprehensive overview and central directory. For the cluster page is deep dive on a single specific subtopic. The scope is broad and wide-ranging in pillar page and narrow and specific in cluster page. The target keyword for pillar page is short tail, high volume. For cluster, it's long tail, low volume. For user intent, it's more exploratory, informational. For cluster page, the intent is mostly specific, commercial, transactional, etc. You see, we all talking about specific, deep details, everything that is covering all of the aspects in detail. The word count can be 2,000 to 10,000 and more. I can say 4 to more than 10,000. And for cluster page, they can be 800 to 2,000. And the linking function for pillar is linking out to cluster pages. And for cluster pages, they link back to the pillar page. So why are we talking about it? What is the impact of the pillar topic cluster? The first one is topical authority. It signals Google you are an expert about the topic because you can cover it broadly and cover all of its aspects deeply and specifically in other articles. It improves your rankings in the long term. It enhances UX. If a user comes to your pillar page, it knows where to go and where to click if he or she wants to know more about the subtopic of a broad subject. And it creates leads. It kind of builds trust and attracts qualified traffic. People know that you know everything about something and you are helping them find more and learn more about that topic. There are some examples. You can see the top website, the top sources we all know as the marketers are, some of them are Moz, Hootsuite, Trello. If you just check their websites and follow their linking strategy and follow their topic cluster pages, you can find them. For example, one of the examples is Moz. They have a beginner's guide to SEO. It's kind of a classic pillar. It features comprehensive chapters and the glossary. This guide is full of linking and it links to clusters. I myself learned the initial topics of SEO with the help of Moz. For Trello, it's one of the topics it should focus is remote working, and it has how to embrace remote work as one of the clusters. It has a table of contents, and for it gives you a very good user navigation. It's a very good example of UX. And Hootsuite has a social media marketing guide. You see, this topic, this title is very broad, and we can say that it's going to cover all of the aspects. And it has lots of templates, videos, somehow some elements that engage you as a user, and it has linking to the clusters. And all of the tools are introduced in the clusters, broadly in the pillar and deeply in the cluster. So how can be implemented? if you want to recap what we talked about in this video, the first one is identifying the core topic, the topic that pillar is going to cover, then research and map the ideas and all of the headings that should be covered in the pillar, then audit your searches, and after your analysis about the competitors, you create the headlines and the titles and the sections for each cluster. After that, you link them together, and after a while you can measure and optimize what you have done in your pillar and its topic clusters. Thank you again everyone for watching this short video about the Topical Authority, about pillars and topic clusters. I hope you found it useful. And please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you want to learn more about content marketing, SEO, content strategy, PR, and everything related to communication. Thank you again everyone. See you soon.